In today's video, we're going to be using this 300 CP laser cleaner to clean off this quarter panel of this F100 pickup truck. And I know what you're thinking, this is covered in rust and how is this little machine going to do it? But would you believe it if I said that it's going to peel it off with ease? Now before we get into cleaning this rusty panel, I'm going to take you guys through this 300 CP pulse laser cleaner. I'm relatively new to all the laser cleaning, but I tell you what, it is the favorite piece of kit I have in my toolbox. So I'm going to flick this bad boy on and we'll hook into it. So starting on the back of the machine, you've obviously got the power, you've got the power input, the gas input, and then a door safety switch. So if you want to have this in a special room, you can wire this to a door, so when someone opens a door, it stops. However, we're just running a kill switch on it. We were just chatting about the air that runs into the back of these machines, and it's really important that you run compressed air, because one, it creates a field of air in the lens that helps protect the lens, and then two, you've got little jets here that help blow away all the rust and the stuff that's coming off it, so you're not breathing it in. To fire this machine up, it's pretty straightforward. You've got an emergency stop, you've got an indicator light that shows that there's power to it, and then you've got a safety key so that you can turn this thing off when no one's using it. We turn the key on, we pull this emergency stop, and the machine fires up. So we've got a cool little touch screen which we use to control this bad boy, and one of my favourite things about this is it's magnetic, so you can just stick it onto the side of whatever you're working on, and from there you can change the settings. We have our nice little touchscreen control panel here, and first we're going to talk about the swing type. This is the controls that you see down the left hand side here. Now swing type controls the pattern the laser follows while it cleans. Different patterns suit different surfaces like flat sheet, pipe and curved parts. Next we've got the swing width. This controls how wide the cleaning pattern is. A narrow width concentrates the laser into a smaller area and gives you more aggressive clean, while a wider width will cover the area faster but spreads the energy out. So for today we're going to be running 40mm as you've seen before. I think that's a good balance. Now moving out of here, we're going to move over to power. So power percentage is basically how hard the machine is working. Higher power gives you faster and more aggressive removal for things like heavy rust or paint, which you can see up here on the left hand side. Lower power gives you more control for lighter contamination and more sensitive surfaces, like taking the logo off a Red Bull can. So today we're going to be running at 100% doing what we're doing because we're peeling some rust off, and I want to show you the max capacity of this machine. We've got frequency over here. Frequency controls how quickly the laser pulses. Lower frequency generally gives you a stronger individual pulse, while higher frequency gives you more pulses and can produce a smoother, more cleaner action. It is recommended to have a little bit of ventilation while doing your cleaning, so today we're just going to use this fan to blow the smoke outwards until we've set up our proper bay of fume extractions. So I've removed the cap for the first time, and we're going to put this over here. Now the head's quite cool. It's got a red button here. To make the gun work, you've got to tap it once and then just tap it and hold it again. You've got your little nozzles up here that'll blow all the contamination away. And the other thing that's quite cool is if you come over here and have a look on the body, you can actually see what the swing's going to be doing. So you can see the width that we got set is 40mm. We've got these cool looking little wave thingies, and then from here it's just a case of going up and down and keeping the laser moving. If you also quickly come over here and have a look at this little red dot, what happens when we squeeze the trigger is two dots appear, and that's your focus point. So the further away you are, the wider they go, and the closer in you go, they eventually touch, and that is the focus point, and that is the distance that you need to be holding this handpiece from the materials for it to work at its best performance. So we'll hook into it and we'll start cleaning a little bit off here.
I just booked our flights. Let's go see a show in Mexico, yeah. Laugh and dance all night.
So you can see here now we've finished laser cleaning the surface. You can probably put some more work into that and take some more off if you want, but the surface is rust free, ready to weld. Overall finish of it's pretty good. It hasn't damaged it or actually etched it or marked into the surface at all. These things love something to clean, so if it's a shiny surface they're less likely to clean, and what I mean by that is that once you've done your cleaning run and you've cleaned it, you can only go over it so many times, because if there's nothing there for it to clean, it's not going to do anything. We'll try a different swing setting just to show you guys a different little what they do, and we'll work this little piece in here. setting here is one of my favorite because it's like a spinning little flower. It's really good for getting in like little edges and bits and pieces like this. See here, we're getting right in this corner where you wouldn't usually be able to get with a grinder. The trickiest part is getting the focus points right. It's a bit like doing a nice weld.
Pack your bags for the weekend. I just booked our flights. Let's go see a show in Mexico, yeah. Laugh and dance all night. We should fly right over the sea. Take my hand to another land, girl, just you and me.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with how the finish of this has come up. You can see it's taken it back to a bare steel. We've worked this whole area in about a minute, 60 seconds, so it's not overly bad for time-wise. The good thing is we haven't had to try and get in all these funny spots using a grinder. And the other really cool thing about this laser cleaner is, say for example you wanted to get up into the guard, you can just point and blast and it'll clear all that off. You're not having to take the guards off to try and get a grinder in there or a little die grinder. You're saving on consumables. So what we've been recently seeing is these machines have been becoming very popular in automotive shops. Just your rust repair, your panel shops, that kind of thing. A lot of the hobbyist guys at homes with race cars and that, where the race car sits there for a period of time and gets surface rust over the roll cage, for example, you can get in there and you can clean the rust off the roll cage with it nice and easy. So overall, it's a great entry level, the 300 CP. We also have 500 CP, which looks like the bigger machines over there, which I'd recommend for more like your industrial use and that kind of thing. Like I was saying earlier, the 300 CP is one of my favorite pieces of kit in my toolbox or my inventory that I have here. Just saves so much time when we're doing roll cage and a lot of tube work and that kind of stuff. So hopefully the little demo I gave you today gave you a quick little rundown on what the potential of it can be. Personally, I reckon the 500 CP would be a great fit for doing the industrial workshops where you're running these things hard all day, and the 300 is a great entry level one for small fabrications like shops like myself. So if you want to know any more about it, give us a buzz or book in to do a demo. Thanks.